As you prepare to start monitoring your patient, it's useful to understand that there are 3 phases to the BPM measurement cycle: temperature stabilization, tissue calibration, and perfusion measurement. Once your BPM has been set up, powered on, and the inserted probe is connected to the umbilical cord, the monitor will automatically begin the temperature stabilization phase. The initial temperature stabilization phase enables the tissue and probe to approach equilibrium at baseline temperatures. This generally takes several minutes after probe insertion. Subsequent temperature stabilization phases enable the heated tissue to return to baseline temperatures and takes 2 to 7 minutes depending on level of flow. Tissues with higher flows return to baseline temperatures at a faster rate. When the system has determined that the temperature stabilization criteria have been met, the BPM automatically advances to the tissue calibration phase. The tissue calibration phase lasts 10 seconds and is used to assess the K and PPA values. K is the value of the tissue thermal conductivity, which is an intrinsic property of the tissue. Normal K values in brain white matter is between 4.9 to 5.1, corresponding to normal water content of 68% to 72%. However, typical K values in white matter following TBI or SAH typically are 4.8 to 5.9, higher values associated with increasing tissue water content and edema. PPA is the probe placement assistant, cardiac-induced brain tissue pulsatility. If the PPA value is highlighted green or yellow, then the BPM will begin the final phase of the cycle, perfusion measurement. A PPA of 0 is ideal. A green PPA pulsatility is low, between 0 and 1.9. A yellow PPA means that the pulsatility is moderate, between 2 and 4.9, but it can be improved by repositioning the probe despite the fact that the monitor will automatically continue to the next phase. It is important to note that if your monitor is showing a red PPA, the pulsatility is too high and the monitor is instructed not to calculate perfusion. For perfusion to be calculated, the probe must be repositioned by being withdrawn roughly 1 millimeter to reduce the pulsatility and display a PPA below 5. The last phase of the cycle is the perfusion measurement phase, which is 30 minutes in duration by default. This period can be reset for a duration of 2 minutes to 2 hours, depending on the clinician's preference. The thermal diffusion technology utilized here requires approximately 4 minutes to establish a stable thermal field. The first 2 minutes of thermal field development is called the blackout period. No perfusion number is displayed during this period. The subsequent 2 minutes are known as the grayout period. This means the thermal field is nearly developed and the BPM presents a blinking perfusion value. When the thermal field is sufficiently developed after 4 minutes, the perfusion value stops blinking and the monitor will start to plot a trend of the data. The perfusion value is updated second by second, both numerically and in the trend displayed on the monitor. The BPM will measure perfusion for the selected period of time. When this set time period expires, the monitor will start a new measurement cycle by re-entering the temperature stabilization phase. The monitor will automatically repeat these 3 phases of operation as it conducts cycle after cycle while monitoring the patient.